From Delaware's most award-winning radio news team, this is WDEL Video News. Here's Chris Carl.
Among Delaware's top stories for Wednesday, December 13th, saying goodbye to a fallen hero. Appoquinimink residents vote on a tax hike. And the final installment of our mission with the National Guard. Here are the details. Delaware residents turned out in large numbers last night to say goodbye to a local soldier killed in Iraq. WDEL's Curtis Gray reports.
Army Sergeant Keith Fiscus was remembered as a good soldier and son Tuesday night as family members consoled each other at the Middletown Fire Hall. There was a large contingent of county police and state troopers present, and a planned protest by a church group never materialized. Hundreds of friends and supporters, including Governor Minner and Congressman Castle, paid their respects at the funeral. Fiscus, who is from the Townsend area, was killed early this month when a roadside bomb exploded. Don Rowe of Middletown says it could have been the son of anyone in the community.
And it has been many young men that's lost their lives, and my heart just goes out to the family, and their loss, and I pray God's strength for them. Terry
Baker of the Vietnam Veterans of America, the 2nd Brigade Bikers Club, and other veterans groups offered their support to family members.
We're showing up as Vietnam veterans. Never again will one generation of veterans abandon another. And we're here to show our support for these young men and women that are serving their country.
Fiscus will have a full military burial at Arlington National Cemetery. I'm Curtis Gray, 1150 AM, WDEL.
Appoquinimink residents have approved the school district's referendum. All 3 sections were okayed, including an additional tax. The district was asking for $64 million to help pay for several projects, including a new early childhood center, elementary school, and renovations to Middletown High School. Police now know who they're looking for in connection with a shooting on Broome Street earlier this month. They say 21-year-old Abel Mojica and 20-year-old Damian Rivera forced their way into a home December 1st, pistol whipping, then shooting the victim. The 2 are wanted on assault and weapons charges. Anyone with information on where they might be is asked to contact Wilmington Police. We now know more about last week's huge fire in Wilmington. WDEL News continues in a moment.
You could spend your money at the gas pump, or you could spend it on those sexy pumps at your favorite store. Let Dart do the driving.
I do all my shopping with Dart. It's the most convenient way to shop the outlets, and it saves me money.
Now save even more. Get up to 40% off with a discounted Dart card online at dartfirststate.com or at your local Acme Market.
At this rate, with the money I save riding Dart, I'll have a new pair of shoes every week.
Travel smart. Choose Dart.
They don't know yet how it started, but Wilmington fire investigators say they know where last week's huge Speakman manufacturing fire began. Fire Captain Mike Shaw says the fire spread from the center of the building, and they are interviewing witnesses. Shaw says no bodies were found in the building. A thorough search was done Monday after a cadaver dog indicated it found something. The fire is still being called suspicious. Wilmington police say the man responsible for holding up a city bank last month is in a Delaware jail after being arrested in Pennsylvania. 61-year-old Samuel DePaul allegedly held up the PNC branch on Market Street November 28th, claiming he had a gun and an explosive device. Police say he has been returned to Delaware. The state's congressional delegation has stepped up to help keep Newark's Chrysler assembly plant operating. Congressman Castle and Senators Biden and Carper have sent a letter to Tom Lasorda, COO of the Chrysler Group, highlighting Delaware's business-friendly environment. The letter comes after the company said it may consolidate or close some of its North American operations. Castle, Biden, and Carper say the plant, with its history of quality workmanship, positive labor relations, and a public-private partnership unique to Delaware, can improve the outlook for Daimler Chrysler into the future. The Delaware Air National Guard is back after a mock disaster drill in the Washington, D.C. area. WDEL's Melanie Armstrong has part 3 of our series.
The crew delivered the simulated patients to North Carolina, where they would have been taken to hospitals that could handle them. So how did the crew do?
They did very well. They followed their checklist. They made sure they checked the patients before they got, once they got them on the aircraft, before we took off. Then at cruise, they checked them again, made sure that they were hydrated, checked their IVs, checked their dressings, made sure their vital signs were taken.
8,000 people participated in the drill that began with an explosion and chaos at a fuel depot in Bethesda. Many different groups will be assessing how the Delaware Air Guard members did.
The Air Force would take a look at what we do and how we perform, as well as the wing. There were actually people out here today that were part of the Delaware Emergency Management Agency looking at what assets the Delaware Guard can bring to the state of Delaware and how we can effectively, in the event that there was an event that occurred in southern Delaware, even northern Delaware, move patients out of the region.
Everyone performed as if it were a real disaster.
This could happen at any time. I mean, when on September 11th, we had 5 crews that were ready to go to New York City. We had people in McGuire Air Force Base that day on September 11th. So this is not out of the norm for us.
Then it's back home to Delaware for the crew, some of whom will be using their skills once again in a couple of weeks when they head to Iraq. Melanie Armstrong, 1150 AM, WDEL.
The Flyers take yet another one on the chin. WDEL Sports, send your Delaware. AccuWeather forecast just ahead.
Looking to gain an edge in the technology or design field? Wilmington College's Division of Information Technology and Advanced Communications offers state-of-the-art facilities equipped with the latest tools. Did you know that Wilmington College has been preparing students for careers in media arts and technology over the past 7 years? Enjoy hands-on experience and personal attention from instructors drawn straight from the industry. To learn more, visit wilmcoll.edu. Wilmington College. Achieve balance, achieve success.
I'm Peter MacArthur.
I'm Melanie Armstrong, and here are Delaware's top stories at the top of the hour.
The most complete coverage of the news that matters in Delaware every weekday morning, 5:30 to 9 on 1150 AM WDEL.
In WDEL Sports, the New York Rangers won their 4th straight game, knocking off the Flyers 3-1. The Flyers put little pressure on Rangers goalie Kevin Weeks. He needed to make just 15 saves. R.J. Umberger supplied the only Flyers goal of the night. In Delaware, senior tight end Ben Patrick has picked up his 2nd All-America award in 3 days. Patrick has been named first team 1AA All-America by the American Football Coaches Association. Your WDEL Delaware AccuWeather forecast: cloudy today with rain, a high 56. Tonight, clearing, low 40. Tomorrow starts with morning fog, then mostly sunny with a high near 60. Get news updates throughout the day. Delaware's top stories at the top of the hour on 1150 AM WDEL, or anytime right here at WDEL.com, including news video from Delaware and around the world from WDEL and the Associated Press. I'm Chris Carl.